Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at love and romance. Okay, so whether you are in a current connection or not, we're going to see what's coming through for you with love and romance. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single like and subscribe, it really does help the channel grow. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for a free personal reading. And we'll get sort of started. This week I've got the Soul Connection When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle. I am using the beautiful heart-shaped Lovers Oracle there as well. I have the Fire Queen's Lenormand deck, the Reynas do Fogo deck. There does have quite a lot of messages, about intimacy, which is very interesting in a love reading. But I'm also using the Crazy Sexy Love Notes affirmation deck. Okay, Sagittarius. Getting into it for our Saggies. Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know about love and romance? Love and romance for Sagittarius. Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there is always a way through the labyrinth. So there may be some things that are leaving you at the moment, feeling like love has sent you through, all these different twists and turns, and it's like a maze that you can't get out of. You don't know how to find your center, but there's always a way through the maze. There's always a solution that will help you find the center of the maze, the center of yourself. No matter how confused you are, even when we see a maze like this, the thing I like to think about is, you can always, climb through the hedges or climb over the hedges and find your way. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can always find your way through that labyrinth, no matter how many twists and turns, no matter how confusing that may seem for you. Okay, Sagittarius. We also have the telepathic card. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. Okay, so that's the card of finishing each other's sentences, of knowing exactly what somebody is thinking before they even know what they're about to say. The telepathic, close soul connections. So there's definitely someone in your energy that you do have some sort of spiritual telepathic type connection with. It's just a matter, I feel like maybe at least one of you, that is what's confusing you. You're picking up on somebody else's energy, and because you're not realizing that that's what's happening, and you're not realizing that that is actually messages from outside yourself, that's leaving you confused. Okay, so if you are having like conflicting emotions or conflicting thoughts, really stop and work out, like, hang on, is this my thought? Is this my feeling? Is this somebody else's energy I'm picking up on right now? Because especially when we do see that telepathic card, it usually does let me know that this is not somebody who is in your reality. It's a telepathic connection because it's somebody who may not actually be in your reality as of yet, but they are in your energy. They are connected to you. All right, that close soul connections. So you may be connected to somebody you haven't met yet, or that you're not currently in contact with, or something along those lines. And so you may be picking up on things going on in their life. And it's affecting you and leaving you feeling confused. Like, I don't know what I feel, because, my feelings are conflicted or all over the place. But really needing to be able to recognize that sometimes those messages are coming from outside of you. Okay, very interesting. I am getting very strongly that some of you are picking up on messages outside of yourself and not realizing that that's what it is, and it's leaving you very confused, because you're sort of taking those feelings on board even though they're not your own. Okay. Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius in love and romance? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So that's exactly what I was just saying. Needing to, when we are going through those strong emotions or whatever, needing to examine whether this is actually you that is feeling this or not. If you can't find a causation for that feeling, it may not be yours, okay, Sagittarius. It may be, coming from outside of you. It may be your empathy that is driving you to actually feel these things as though they're your own. My beloved, once again, this is once again reinstating that same energy all over again. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I feel very clearly that this is what's going on for someone here, that you are connecting to somebody telepathically, through that spiritual connection. The energy is you're connecting to this person. You may find that you are a very strongly empathetic I can't even say it at the moment, but you may be finding that you're someone that picks up on other people's feelings and emotions very, very easily, and needing to actually stop and look and examine whether this is your feeling or somebody else's that you are feeling as your own, okay? Because it's leaving you very confused here. Okay, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know about love and romance? What's going on for Sagittarius with love and romance? Okay. That labyrinth is showing itself again in this mountain energy. Okay, Sagittarius. The mountain does talk about obstacles, delays that you are currently facing, some sort of issues or challenges that you may feel as though, are currently in the, blocking your path at the moment. The interesting thing about the mountain card is that it can definitely be overcome. Once we start climbing that mountain, we realize that with a little bit of work and perseverance that we can get to the top of that mountain. And once you get to the top of that mountain, you can actually see for miles and you know exactly which path you're going to take from there on out. So it's letting us know here that, yes, there may be some obstacles that you're needing to overcome. For a lot of you, the obstacle is this whole idea of working out what you're actually feeling, whether it's actually you feeling these things. It may have been a bit of an obstacle, leaving you very confused, feeling like you're in this maze of emotion as of late. But once you actually start putting in the work to stop and examine what's going on for you here, and if this is truly your own feelings, that's when you start climbing that mountain. When you get to the top, you see this crossroads card, okay, where you realize that this is the right path I need to go down. That you do sort of start to see the path that you want to take back down that mountain. You can, it's kind of like your vision clears, the dust settles, and you can see the road in front of you all of a sudden. The crossroads does talk about needing to make some sort of a choice or decision. I do strongly feel that this is on the other side of these obstacles, this delay. The obstacles and delay being just working out, is this me? Is this something else? Is what exactly is going on here? Needing to work that out. Once I kind of feel that for a lot of you here, Sagittarius, just hearing me talk about this is actually moving you straight up that mountain, because it's making you aware that that's what's going on, and you just have not realized up until hearing someone tell you this, that you haven't actually even considered the fact, hang on, those aren't my feelings, that's not my thoughts, behaviors, actions. I'm actually taking on somebody else's here. But now that it's been brought to your attention that you do have this connection, this spiritual connection with somebody, this telepathic connection with somebody, and that you very well may be picking up on somebody else's actions, behaviors, words, emotions, their life, basically. Who knows what's going on in their life? For a lot of you, I feel like you may not even met this person, and you're sort of already connected to them so closely that you are picking up on all that, and it's coming, the only way up until now that you've had to interpret that has been that, oh, I feel this, I feel that. But now that you're aware of that, you're actually able to stop and go, hang on, do I actually feel this? Or is that coming from somewhere else? Why do I feel this? Is there an actual reason for me to feel this? No, there's not. Okay, I'm going to understand that that is something else. That's not me. That's not my true feelings here. Okay, I feel as though that puts you on the right path just from there. That puts you up that mountain and overcoming that obstacle just from that. Being able to recognize the difference is, I feel, for a lot of you, the main thing. All right. And then we do see a choice or decision coming through for you here. I feel like for a lot of you, it's the choice or decision about, where am I headed when it comes to this connection? Do I want to, walk? Do I want to block this connection out, or do I want to follow the path that leads me to the joining on this path with this person I have this telepathic connection with? I do feel that for a lot of you, you are choosing to, follow this path towards this connection and start to accept this into your energy and understand that, once you accept that connection, it's only a matter of time before you physically meet that person. And then you're going to meet somebody and kind of be like, I've known this person forever. It's because you already understand, you already feel the connection. And as soon as when you actually meet this person, it's kind of like that energy of like, the best way I can explain it, it's like a puzzle piece you never knew you were missing. It's like you didn't realize that you had this empty part within you. You didn't realize that there was a piece missing, a puzzle piece missing from you. And then when you meet this person, it's kind of like everything kind of clicks into place, and it's like, oh, you're filling this void I didn't even know that I had. It's like, oh wow, I didn't know I had space for you. But there is space right here for you. It's kind of that. If you've never felt that before, it's hard to explain. That's the best way to explain what I mean. It's that sense of knowing. That sense when you meet this person, there's a sense of knowing that this person is the puzzle piece for you. Okay, if you've never felt that before, it'll click into place when it happens. All right, you will know. You'll kind of have this moment where you're like, oh, and you'll remember. I feel like I'm saying here, because this is coming through very intuitively as well, Sagittarius, that I do feel as though, you're going to have this moment. It may be a week from now, maybe a month from now, you're going to meet someone. And I feel like it's touch for you, Sagittarius, that it's like the second that you touch them, it's like it sets your skin on fire or something like that. And it's like you get the zing, but like through the touch, you feel like an electric shock when you touch this person. And it's like, it makes you think back to listening to this reading right now and go, oh, that's what she was talking about with the puzzle piece, because that's what's just happened. I felt that puzzle piece. I felt that puzzle piece click in. It all made sense. Okay, so it's going to happen. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. It may not be next month. But you will remember this. I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to think back to this reading, and you'll know exactly what I mean once it happens. If you've never felt that before, I've only ever felt that once with somebody. So, and that was only a short-term connection. So very interesting. But a lot of the time they say it's that the twin flame energy that does that, I think, or, soulmate, all that sort of stuff, people that are supposed to be in your life for a reason. We also have the masculine and the abundance card, the fish there. Okay, so we definitely could be, I've got a lot of star signs coming through here as well, Sagittarius. Okay, so I'll just go through what signs we've got on the table here. Because, you know, with the mountain card, we have Capricorn. With the crossroads, we have Libra. And with the fish, that is the Gemini energy, but I do also associate that with Pisces and Aquarius as well. Okay. And the masculine energy, that could be anyone. It does talk about just somebody who is in more of a masculine energy. Generally somebody who is very business minded, especially with that fish coming through. I dare say this is like a businessman or a businesswoman type energy, you know, regardless of gender. Gender does not sort of matter when it comes to the masculine or feminine energies. It's just somebody who is, you know, they're the boss bitch energy. You know, they're very domineering, controlling. They know how to control their emotions. They know how to control their finances as well with that fish energy. They're a very abundant type person. Just meeting this person, you probably will feel like it brings a sense of wealth to your life, regardless of whether, you know, wealth doesn't always have to be about money. But you're just going to feel as though there's this abundance in your life being created just by having this person in your life. This person may be already very abundant in their own life. They may have achieved a lot of things in their life. They may be very business orientated as well, especially since, you know, we do have that Capricorn card out as well. You know, they may be somebody very determined and perseverant with the way that they are. So we're heading into abundance, though. You will have a lot of abundance in the future. I do feel as though this is an abundance of love for majority of you here, an abundance of emotion, feeling, passion, all those sorts of things, that telepathic connection becoming a physical connection as well. Okay, but we'll move on to advice for you. Okay, advice for Sagittarius with love and romance. Advice for Sagittarius with love and romance. Unplug. That one's all about, you know, unplugging, unwinding, getting off social media, getting off, you know, all sorts of technology kind of stuff. You know, stop doom scrolling at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's time to unplug and take yourself away from all that stuff for a moment. It may be actually, you know, making you even more confused, not knowing your direction, because you're not taking time to just sit on the beach, you know, sunbaking and just really processing things, taking yourself away from distractions, basically. Quite a lot of the time, though, it is technology distractions. You know, we're all sort of 24/7 on our phones and whatnot these days. So unplugging and unwinding, relaxing, okay, taking yourself away from anything that's going to distract you from, you know, being able to actually stop and examine how you're going here. You know, examine what's actually going on with you, whether it's yourself or somebody else, you know, that you are connected to. Forgiveness heals. Forgiving others around you, releasing guilt and blame, okay? And this includes you. Forgiving yourself, okay? So if you examine your emotions and you realize, hang on, this is my emotion, this is because of this or this, forgiving yourself for having emotions. You know, we're all human, we all have emotions, as much as we would maybe not want to sometimes. It is part of the human experience here on the planet. Lots of fun, but forgiveness, something about forgiveness being important for you. Forgiving yourself, I feel, Sagittarius. Forgiving the past, forgiving yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to forget. It just means that you know, forgiveness is something that we do for ourselves anyway, not for the other person. You don't need to be going over to someone and saying, I forgive you, nothing like that. Forgiving yourself, okay? Yeah, forgiving the past here. We have the mice coming through, releasing the burdens of the past, any loss that you have suffered in the past here, releasing that energy and forgiving the past for happening. It happened. We can't go back and change it, unfortunately. It may be a burden you've been carrying for a long time. Forgive yourself for carrying that burden. Forgive yourself for feeling the grief and the sorrow and the loss attached to things in the past. Forgive yourself for holding on to that. But with it's time to forgive yourself and move forward into the future, focusing on the future, not the past energy here. With that cross, we do see once again a very spiritual connection coming through here. Your advice with the cross is to have faith in yourself, have faith that things are working out the way that they need to, have faith that there is a way through this labyrinth of your mind, of your emotions, that things happen the way that they are supposed to, that trusting in the divine. Destiny has options for you. We also have the key. Okay, so opening yourself up to potential success in the future. We do have brand new opportunities coming through, having faith that these new opportunities are going to come through for you, and they all roads here lead to success and abundance for you. I do feel as though for some of you, we are looking at potential future financial abundance as well, whether that be this person coming in for you in the future are very well off in their career, or whether that's a combination of your energy and theirs, because they're quite tied together at this time. I can't really distinguish whether that's yours separately or theirs separately or both. Okay, so it does feel as though there is a lot of potential financial abundance in the future anyway, regardless of what else even though we're doing love, that's coming through for you here, because I have I have a career card, and then we did see that fish energy coming through attached to your person's energy as well. All right, so that's what we have for you today, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for a free personal reading, and I will see you all again soon.